fellow members of the Esoteric Order of Gamers, welcome to an exciting new battle report. There's something very, very special about this battle report. Of course, it's Age of Sigmar month, and this is the Warhammer Age of Sigmar battle report using just the Soul Wars set, and I'm going to be playing it with...
Hello!
Oh, it's Dylan! My goodness, Dylan, yes, we haven't had a one-on-one battle report before. This is the first one. It's very exciting. How do you feel, Dylan?
Looking forward to it. I've been practicing rolling dice.
Oh, yeah, you've got to have a good skill in rolling dice if you're going to play a Games Workshop game. You have to roll once more. Oh, there's hundreds of them.
Ah, good.
Now, if you've been following the Age of Sigmar month on the Esoteric Order of Gamers, you'll know that I painted up the entire Soul Wars starter set. And what we're going to be doing here is playing a game of Age of Sigmar using just the contents of that set to show you how the game works and to give you an idea of how it all looks on the tabletop. And this is the tabletop.
Here we go.
Ooh. Now this is actually all Games Workshop stuff. We've got a tower here, Wizard's Tower. We've got a forest. We've got a couple of these arcane gates. And the most recent addition to the terrain is this Sigmarite mausoleum, which I've just painted up and I thought would look good for this Nighthaunt versus Stormcast Eternals match.
Superb.
So Dylan will be playing the Stormcast Eternals, and what do you have here, Dylan?
Oh no, you're not going to make me go through them, are you?
Yes, I am. Welcome to the lazy video technique of Peter Universal Head.
Lord Arcanum on the Griff Charger.
Mm-hmm.
We've got the Castigators. The Celestar Ballista.
Very nice.
These, I believe, are the Sequitors.
Yes.
And finally, the Evocators, or Evocators, or...
The evocative evocateurs. And who's this person up the front? This is your wizard, I believe.
Yes, Evocator Prime, I think.
No, she's a knight incantor.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
That's right.
They're such silly names.
My goodness, there's a lot to remember.
There's a lot to remember. You might notice these little reference sheets here. These aren't the same as the official ones. They're the ones that I've made up. And I made them because they're much smaller and the text is straight to the point. It cuts out all the descriptive fluff and just gives you the facts. Now, over here, we've got the Nighthaunt army. Yes, the lovely ghosts. Aren't they excellent? We've got a whole lot of chain rasp. Yeah, it's so hard to say. Chain rasp horde. Yes, the chain rasp horde, 20 figures there. We've got the glaive wraith stalkers. It's like gymnastics with the tongue saying these things. Behind them, we've got the Grimghast reapers. And then over here, we've got the wizard. And he is called a Guardian of Souls. Next to him is a Spirit Torment. Then we've got the Lord Executioner. And finally, the Knight of Shrouds on Ethereal Steed. So there are the two armies, everything from the core set. Let's get started. So Dylan, we're about to start and we roll off to see who gets to... Well, normally who would choose a side of the table, but we've decided we want to be on these sides of the table, so we've sort of skipped that bit. Let's roll off.
Let's do this.
2 and 2. Oh, there we go. That means whoever sets up first gets to choose who goes first.
I see.
But bugger that. Let's just roll off. 6 and a 6. Oh dear.
It's going to be close.
Very interesting.
This is a sign.
4 versus 1. That's me. Thank you very much. Whew. Well, that took a while, didn't it?
Beating me already on the dice rolling.
Yes. It's going to go like that all the way through. So I get to place a figure first. Now we're playing the First Blood scenario, or battle plan, or whatever it's called. And it's pretty easy. We get to set up within, we're on our side of the table, but 12 inches away from the opposing side of the table. And we'll take turns setting up units. Well, Dylan has done something incredibly dodgy right on his first unit setup. Look, he's put the Celestar Ballista right up there on the second level of the Wizard's Tower with a fantastic commanding view of the battlefield.
I think that's a superb place for it to be. Yes.
Yes, from your point of view, yeah. Not from mine. There we have it, folks. The hordes are set up. and it's kind of interesting. Dylan has very much gone for a centre-based strategy. He's got his main fighting unit, melee unit there, and of course his commander setting up the ballista in the tower. It's got a lovely field of fire over the battlefield, and he's put his ranged troops right over on one flank, which is interesting. So I've denied him a target in the middle of the table, which may end up being a disaster, but we'll see what happens. And I brought some of my units over here, including my commander, who's hiding among the tombs there, and also the magic user, the wizard. And then I put all of the rest of my horde and my other units over here, way on the right flank. And I believe I get the first turn, because I roll off.
Yes.
Let the carnage begin! So I'm starting with the first round, and I'm just going to take you through the round sequence so you get a bit of an idea of how Age of Sigmar plays. First thing you start with is the hero phase. Now in the hero phase, some spells happen if you've got a wizard. Also, command abilities can happen. Now, command abilities are very useful things that can happen either in this phase or during the game. When it's your command phase, you get 1 command point. So I've got a command point there. And it costs you 1 command point to do one of these abilities. And there are 3 abilities that are available to all armies. One of them is at the double, which means when you do a run roll, you can move the maximum distance. Forward to victory allows you to re-roll a charge roll. And inspiring presence means you don't have to take a battle shot test for a unit that's lost models during the turn. So I'm not going to do anything just yet. I'm going to pick a model to move with. And it's going to be these guys here, the Glaive Wraith Stalkers. They move 6 inches, so I move forward 6. And actually they're going to run during this turn, and if I run, that means I add d6 to their movement speed. So, 5! So they move 11 inches. Now of course when they run, they can't shoot in the same turn. So 11 inches. And straight into the forest, I think.
Heading for cover early.
Lost in the forest, all alone. Girl was never there. Running towards nothing. Again and again and again and again and again. Oh, those of you who know The Cure will recognise that song, of course. I'm just going to take these trees off. Actually, we'll leave those ones on because they look good. So there they are, they've run into the forest, so I get cover from the ballista if it chooses to shoot at me. Right, the next thing I've got, and this is the strange thing, because all the games that I've got are usually, I do something, he does something back and forth, but not in good old Age of Sigmar, which is a little bit old school. I actually go through the whole turn, and the only time we alternate is during the melee phase. So, movement, I move all my models one at a time, so they're done. Then I'm going to move the horde here. They're also going to run. 4. So they move 10 inches. Now these guys can fly, so they're not hindered by anything, which is one of the wonderful things about the Night Gaunt army. They're incredibly manoeuvrable. So I've measured the front one at about 10, and then I'll just do all the rest. The unit, after it moves, everything has to be within 1 inch of each other in the unit, so have to respect unit cohesion. There we go.
Oh, the ghost horde.
Here come the ghosties.
Oh dear.
Wonderful. Now, over the left-hand side here, we've got the Grimghast Reapers. They move 8. And I'm just going to move them. What are they going to do? Oh, hell, I think they'll run as well. 6! So that's 8 plus 6, that's 14!
Goodness.
Wow, they're fast. 14, check that out.
Okay.
Here they come.
We're going to be getting straight into business here, aren't we?
Yeah, I really am. Oh, look.
Viewed.
Everything's attacking from different flanks. So my Knight of Shrouds moves 12. He will just come up. He can just fly over the top. But still stay in the cover of this terrain.
Yes.
Just go to the outside.
Sure.
And then he'll be joined by the Guardian of Souls, who moves 6. You can just go there. Oh. Yeah.
Tripping over a grave.
Tripping over a sarcophagus. There we go. Sticking close to his boss. I've got the Lord Executioner. I'll just go there. And finally the Spirit Torment. He can move 6. And he'll just stay back with the pack as well. So after the movement phase, you have the shooting phase. Now the Night Gaunt army is very much into melee, not so much shooting. So I don't have any shooting to do. Then you have a charge phase. All your units within 12 inches of the enemy can charge into the fray, and you do that by rolling 2d6. So I'm at the extreme edge of the charge here. 12 inches takes me
Close.
very close.
Not quite.
I can, of course, as long as I end the move within ½ inch of the enemy, I'm succeeding, but I have to roll 2d6, two sixes to get that full charge distance. Next we have combat phase, so if any units that are engaged in combat go through combat, and finally battle shock phase, and that happens, you have to roll for those units that lost any models during the turn. So my turn is over. Very quick, I just move up forward. It's your turn. Dylan!
Time to respond. So Lord Arcanum, I want him to be quite close to most of my units so that I can use his abilities, which really very much depend on being close to each unit.
Because he has a command ability that basically increases the particular abilities of those units that he's in range of. Well, yes, he's going over to meet the threat coming out of the forest. Interesting.
Yeah.
These guys lurking in the forest.
Okay, other movement. Well, we're just going to move this unit forward. They again have a base movement of 5. Now, actually, I could move them 5 and then charge if they are within 12, which they will be. So
yeah, but as long as you can make that charge roll.
Oh, I know. I think for now there's no particular hurry. We'll just be moving forward.
Isn't it great how he's saying out loud his battle plans, viewers? Just keep describing what you're doing. That's excellent.
Yeah,
and if you'd like to describe some of your future plans, I'd like to do that as well. That'd be good.
Well, I will, and then we'll see if I still manage to win despite that.
Cocky bastard. Oh, look, it's a face-off. Bit of a face-off.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Or
we're going to go tentatively.
As they call it in the trader, face off. Look at that. Oh dear.
Encounter again.
Bit outnumbered.
Of 5.
Of course, one of the jolly things about the what are they called? Grimghast Reapers is that they have the ability reaped like corn. If the target unit has 5 or more models, they can reroll failed hit rolls for their scythes. Yeah.
Okay, these units will run. They have base movement of 5. Again, we're getting some
11.
Good.
This is everyone's just charging onto the battlefield at high speed.
Okay. Oh! Well, I can move to within 11. I don't think there's.
In the case of the ghosts,
carried away.
Total silence.
Yes, perhaps silence.
Now these guys are pretty strong. The first game we played of this scenario with these figures, we did a sort of test run, and I managed to completely avoid these figures for the entire game because they're quite strong. I just sort of skipped out of their range, and I can see that Donald's not going to let me do that this time. He's put them right in the middle.
No, they were superb units, so I want to make the most of them this time.
Excellent.
Okay, that is my movement. I certainly won't be moving the ballista. That's quite
sure?
happily.
No, you could
stay where. Okay, no, actually, okay.
What?
There we go. Just that might make
all the difference
at some point in the game. You never know.
Okay, it's time for Dylan's shooting phase, and he does have some shooty units. He's got the, what are they called, castigators?
Castigators, yes.
They have these giant crossbows, which fire some kind of strange, magical
celestial energy.
Celestial energy, whatever the hell that is. Celestial energy. Yeah. So are they going to fire? Or,
They are, yes.
Yep, well,
yes. That's why I've been keeping them back, so I didn't move them. Last game we played, they got swarmed by ghosts and really didn't get to be used to their full ability. So this time they're holding back, and we're going to. Well,
that's not going to happen again. He says, zooming in on a huge horde of ghosts. But you're going to get some shots in. That's good. No, it's always good for ranged guys to just sit there and wait.
So we've got line of sight.
I'm an idiot. Actually, I should have avoided them completely because then. Anyway. Damn! Why didn't I do that?
See, even telling my plans out loud, it won't make any difference.
Right, you're going to fire?
Okay, so I'm going to fire. So for 4 units, I'm going to roll for these 4 first.
What's the range, by the way?
They have range of 18, which is... sorry.
18.
Yes, range of 18.
So measure that range. You can measure ranges at any time during this game.
Pretty comfortably within range there.
Yes,
so
indeed. Now, these guys are in cover. They're going through the forest, so they'll have a +1 on their save rolls. So, what you do when you're rolling to hit is these guys, you look up the line for the weapon.
Attack of 1.
You find out how many attacks they have. Each one has an attack rating of 1. So you're rolling 4 dice for those front 4 guys. And you'll be rolling a separate dice for the leader because he has a slightly better chance to hit. But looking on your chart, you see that castigators need a 3+, is it?
3+ to hit.
3+, so 4 dice, 3+.
Let's start there.
Here, roll here.
Roll here. Special. Okay, that's
2 hits.
That's not bad.
Takes those away. Now you have to roll 2.
Now actually, on a hit roll of 6+ against a demon or Nighthaunt,
yes.
it inflicts D3 hits.
Ah!
So this one
Oh!
will be a D3. So we've got 1 regular hit, and we'll re-roll this.
Oh, phew. Okay, 2 hits. Now you have to roll
hits.
2 wound. And you look on the little chart.
3+.
It's a 3+ to wound.
And 3. Okay,
1 hit. Oh dear, 1 left.
Yeah.
And now I get my save. And the
It
save...
does have rend of -1.
All right, okay. So the save for my Grim... What are they? Glaive Race Stalkers is... What is my save? It's there. 4+. I get a +1 because they're in the forest, or a -1, or whatever you call it. So I need a 3+ in there. And what's your rend?
-1.
Okay, here's a rend characteristic, and that is taken off my save. So it's very easy.
And that's all there is to it.
So I have a 4+ save. His rend would make it a 5+ save, but I'm in the forest, so it's back to a 4+ save again.
Indeed.
And for that 1 hit, I don't save.
Yes.
So
first blood.
that's first blood.
Yes.
I've only got 1 wound, these guys, so he's just killed one of my Glaive Wraith Stalkers. Damn. Now I get to choose which one.
You get to choose.
I'll choose this one here. And that is first blood. In this scenario, you get an extra command point.
Good start. Auspicious.
Yes, well enjoyed while it lasts. Now, your other guy.
Now, Castigator Prime.
He hits on a 2+, doesn't he? Castigator Prime. It sounds like something out of
Transformers.
Transformers, yes.
As well?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Castigator Prime, yeah.
Castigators
are go!
So he gets 2+ to hit.
You do.
And normal hit is... No, he gets 2+ instead of 3+. Yes, of course. Oh, come on.
Excellent. It's a miss. Ha! Call yourself a leader. I don't. Bring it. Now, I presume your ballista's going to have a go now.
Absolutely.
Now, that can either fire with rapid fire or 1 shot.
Yes, so within 18 inches, it can fire rapid fire, which will do 4 attacks, whereas single shot is 36 inches, and that's just 1 attack.
Ooh.
So I'll be doing rapid fire.
Okay.
So
what are you going to fire at?
I think we'll continue to focus on this unit here. So I know
always good
you're
to
in
focus your
cover,
fire.
but
Yeah.
I think that's the way I'm going to go. So I can certainly see at least that one model.
Excellent.
Okay, so I'll be rolling 4. Let's see what my stats are for the...
Now, line of sight in this game is literally getting in down behind the model and seeing if you can see the target. And he doesn't get a single one.
That's unfortunate.
Well, that's what happens when you rapid fire. There you go. Do you have any more shooting attacks?
No. That is it for the shooting phase.
Excellent.
For me.
Right, the next phase is charging. Are any of your guys going to charge? And of course, if you ran during the turn, during the movement phase, if a unit runs, it cannot shoot or charge. So there's no combat happening. There's no battle shock. It's my turn. It's my second round. Oh, by the way, we better mark that 2 because we've only got 5 rounds. The end of the 5th round, it's all over. We count up the damage that we've done. I get another command point. So I've got 2. And the first thing I'm going to do is cast a spell with my Guardian of Souls. Choose here. You can cast a spell, an arcane bolt within 18 inches. So that is here, which brings your magic user in range.
Oh.
So he's just going to go. Just in case you missed that. Go like that.
Alright, let's see that happen.
You see, it's Arcane Bolt. Here we go. So it's got a casting value of 5. So I roll 2 dice and I need 5 or higher. Here we go. 6. Whew, just made it.
Okay, spell cast.
Now you're going to try and unbind that?
I certainly am.
Unbinding means that his magic user has to roll higher than my casting value, which will probably be... Oh, yes! Fantastic! Right, hit with an Arcane Bolt. And that does D3 mortal wounds.
Oh.
Gee, I'll tell you, if the casting roll had been 10 or more, it would have done D6 mortal wounds.
Ooh.
That's pretty vicious, isn't it?
Yeah, that's pretty brutal.
So D3 mortal wounds. Here we go. Give me a 3. Give me a 3. Oh no, that's a 1. 1 mortal wound.
Okay, I'll take that.
Oh, that's a start. How many wounds has she got?
That's my knight encounter. He.
5.
Has 5, yes, 5.
It's a start. Movement. Now the first thing is these guys over here, they move 8, so they're going to get a little bit closer.
Perhaps within charging range. That's fine.
Looks like charging range to me.
Yeah. Ghostly noises.
Lots of ghostly noises. So he's going to go...
Good at killing heroes.
He is good at killing heroes. Lost in the forest. There he goes. They're going to move over here. 6.
Very much converging on a battle here, aren't we?
Yes, everyone's picking their targets. Oh, I broke that guy's arm again!
Oh no!
Happens every time.
So delicate.
Yes, this is the man missing, the ghost missing a hand.
Of all the units, it does seem somewhat appropriate.
It does. The chain rasp handlesses something. Right, there we go. And he's going to run 8. So 8 brings him into here. So they're going to come out of the forest. Here we go.
Yes.
Imagine seeing these guys floating out of the forest with those huge glaives or spears pointing at you. You would be
They're rather
changing
menacing.
your trousers. I'm worried about these guys mostly. Look, you've got a big linchpin right in the middle of your army, which is really annoying. So I think I'll bring him over here. And Guardian of Souls moves 6.
Let's see if that figure.
He'll come up behind. In fact, he'll run. Another inch. I'm coming, sir! I'm coming! And that is about it.
That will be your movement phase.
Right. Shooting. I don't have any shooting. So, charging time. So, here we go. Some crucial rolls here. I roll 2d6 for charging, and I have to have my first figure that I move has to be within half an inch of the target unit. And if I don't do that, I don't get to move at all. So, it's crucial. So, these guys, if they want to charge you, I need to roll...
What's the restriction before being able to charge?
6. Okay.
You have to be within 9 to charge?
Within 12 inches.
Within 12.
So 2d6.
Right.
So what did I just say? That was 6.5. So I need to get within 6. So I need a 6. At least a 6.
Here we go.
Here we go. Oh,
Ooh,
just
enough.
That is just enough. So within half an
I
inch.
see.
Stabby. Ooh, that was
So much for my staying out of the battle back here.
That was really close.
Yeah.
So they will charge.
Oh, they're a bit brutal when they charge from memory.
The Lord Executioner is going to charge. Here we go.
Where's he charging?
Oh, 11.
Ooh, 11. That's...
Oh, tasty. Okay, he will go here.
Of course he will.
Very nice. And here we go, another crucial roll for these guys. Now I don't actually have to pick which unit I'm charging before I roll, so I can decide after I've rolled.
Right.
8, that's good. That's good. 8 is pretty good. Oops. There. So you don't have to be precise with your measuring as long as you're you know.
As long as the tail end units don't end up moving 12 inches by...
Yeah, oops, that was a bit far. And that one right there. That'll do. Then we've got the Spirit Torment here. He will also charge. Oh, it's all happening.
Hang on, didn't he run?
He did run.
He
You're
did
quite right.
run.
Sorry, yes.
Yes.
Right. He didn't, however. He's going to charge. Ooh, 9 inches.
Ooh, okay.
There we go. Get rid of those guys. And my magic user, he ran, so he can't do anything. These guys, this is crucial as well. How close are they?
A little too close. This is going to be easy.
I need a 6.
Yeah, you'd probably get away. Yeah.
Here we go.
Let's see.
Oh, plenty.
Ooh, easy. Okay, it's on.
It's on.
All right. Time to roll some
Oh
dice.
dear, it's all happening now. Not the most ideal situation here in the middle. I'm not super pleased about that, but didn't plan that very well. But I really am trying to get rid of these guys because they're quite powerful. And if I can drive a wedge through the middle and destroy those, so I can get the ballista, get the ballista, and it's all over.
Good theory. Let's see how that works out.
The tricky thing, of course, about all tabletop miniatures games is remembering all the special abilities that your units have. And these have quite a lot, but we've just sort of gone through them for this combat phase, so we know what we're doing. Now, we have a few things that happen at the start of the combat phase. And that is my Knight of Shrouds here. At the start of the combat phase, I can pick a friendly Nighthaunt unit wholly within 18 inches and add 1 to their attacks. So this unit is wholly within 18 inches. That's the one I'm going to pick. Now these guys normally have an attacks characteristic of 2, so that gives them an attacks characteristic of 3, which means 20 models, 60 dice!
That's insane.
It's insane! I can't believe that these guys, you know, they're just the basic troops. They have 2 attacks each.
And they're so hard to kill.
Yeah, it's a really powerful unit, that one.
That is a good unit.
Now the other thing is the Lord Executioner here. He's got staring death in the face, and you can see he is.
Yes.
At the start of the combat phase, pick an enemy hero within 3 inches, subtract -1 from that hero's hit rolls in this combat phase. So he'll have -1. Down here we've got the Spirit Torment. Reroll hit rolls of 1 for friendly Nighthaunt units while wholly within 12 inches of that unit. And that takes in this unit and this unit. So these guys are going to reroll 1s. That's going pretty well. The Glaive Wraith Stalkers over here reroll failed hit rolls if they charge this turn or if the other unit charged this turn. So they charge, so they'll get to reroll as well. Whew.
However, you get to choose which unit you activate first, and then I will get to choose the next unit. So
yes, unlike the rest of the round, in the combat phase we alternate attacking with our units, so it's very important which ones you pick. The first unit that I'm going to choose to attack with is, of course, the Chain Rasp Horde. And
of course,
a model only attacks figures that are within the range of its weapon. In this case, the range of these guys' weapons is 1 inch. But before I attack, I get to make a pile-in move, which is 3 inches. And this allows me to hopefully position things a little bit better. So let's get in there.
you're about to be surrounded.
As many as I can. And brilliantly, I blocked my own units there. That was very clever, wasn't it? Did he charge? He charged, didn't he? Yeah, so he should be up.
Yes, he's close.
Single one there. And in there.
Give me,
I want some.
let me at him.
Let me at him.
Here they come. So, yeah, it's all very well. It's a very powerful unit, when, especially when I get the extra 1 of the characteristics, but only a certain number of them can attack in this case. And what it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 within range of your target, within 1 inch.
That's plenty.
That's plenty. So, the good thing is, however, is that I have an attacks characteristic of 3. It would normally be 2, but my Knight of Shrouds is adding 1. So 3 times 8 is 24. 2, 20, 22, 24. Ah, who's made it?
Dice everywhere. Ah.
Yes, lots of handfuls of dice. Of course, this is quite unusual. You don't usually have big units like this, and with 3 attacks each, but there you go. Now I need a 4+ to hit, and I get to re-roll 1s. Ooh, that doesn't look too good, does it? Re-roll these ones. These ones. Oh, lots of ones. Get rid of these. Move those over there. Reroll these.
Oh, that's a good second roll.
So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. And then I need 4+ to wound.
To wound.
It's the classic case. Do you know the Games Workshop system of 2 hit, 2 wound to save? All this stuff. It's basically unchanged from the original game of Warhammer that they brought out in, when was it? Yeah, probably 80 or 81, something like that. And they've used that system through almost all of their games. It's incredible. It's just, I don't know why. I don't know what's so amazing about it. The only thing that it seems to allow you to do is roll lots and lots of dice. 4+. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, that's really good. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 dice. Now you have to make a save.
And I save on 4+.
4+. Oh, this is pretty good.
So
it's for some humble ghosts. So you need 4+ to save.
Wound.
That is
that's great. Yeah, okay. 5 wounds.
5 wounds. That's pretty good.
They take 3 per unit, so
Wow.
that would be 1 gone and 2 wounds.
Evocator Prime
Right.
is go.
Okay.
So it's gone front there.
Yes.
Alrighty. Whew. Wow, those ghosts, they are surprisingly powerful.
Right. Yeah, as expected. They were pretty brutal last time. They're. I don't want to get surrounded by them. That's for sure.
No. That's the only thing you can do to defend against them is get into some kind of situation where not too. Look at the. I love the way they're just sort of flooding over the units, and they're peeking out of the horde, just going, "Help! Help! Oh, looks great! It's surrounded by them." Ah! Okay, now you have to pick a unit.
Oh, it's nasty. Okay. I think I don't want to lose my my castigators here because they're so good at firing on those ghosts from a distance. So I'm trying to minimise the damage by taking them first on. I'll take them next. So I should be.
You get to pile in.
I get to pile in.
You'll go.
So 3 inches will just be.
Guys,
Yeah.
just on the edge of the void that is the edge of the battlefield. There's nothing beyond that.
Okay. Now a good roll. That's not a great roll, but it could be worse. So that's 3 hits, and then to wound is also 3+.
Okay.
Come on. 3 wounds.
3 wounds.
So
that could be devastating. These guys have 1 wound each, so I really want to make these saves.
4+.
Most of it's 4+.
1.
So I need a 5+. Oh, that's not good.
Oh, this looks good.
Here we go. No.
Yes.
Oh, that's 3 models. Whoops, actually one of those models saved because all my units are ethereal, which means that I don't make any modifiers to my save rolls. So with that 4, I managed to save 1. So I've actually got 2 guys left. Still, pretty effective hit. I should really point this out because some of the people at home will of course point it out for me. When you're doing a pile-in move, you have to end your move at least as close to the nearest enemy model as you were at the start of the move. So I moved some of those sort of ghosts around the side to the other model there, and I really shouldn't have done that. So it's time for the Grimghast Reapers to attack the Secutors. And they have 2 attacks each for all the guys with size, which there are 3, so that's 6 dice. And they need a 4+ to hit, and because they are reaped like corn, and the target unit has 5 or more models, I get to re-roll failed hits. So here we go, 4+. Ooh, not bad, and I can re-roll these. Oh, yes, that's nice.
Perfect.
2, 4, 6 hits, and they wound on a 3+. I don't think there's any modifiers to that, unless you...
Nope.
No. 3+. Ooh, yeah, 5 hits.
Oh, that is a good attack.
That's pretty good. And you've got a save. I've got a rend of -1.
Okay, so I've got to remind myself they have the etheric channeling. So at the start of this combat phase, they chose to channel power into shields.
They can choose to channel power into their shields or weapons at the start of the combat phase.
If they choose to put it into weapons, they get to reroll failed hits. Shields, as we have done, reroll failed saves.
Oh,
So
God, that's nice.
that's good. And I get to, I have the Soul Shields ability, so I get to reroll save rolls of 1.
So what's your save number?
Save is 4+.
So that'll be 5 plus.
Oh, yes. Okay.
You can reroll failures.
I can reroll the 1.
You can only reroll dice once, so
Well,
you can
yes, I'll just
reroll all
reroll them
failures.
with failures. So let's see. That's 4 failures.
Mm.
4 5s. Would be good.
Oh,
look at this.
What a roll!
Okay.
So 1 hit. 1 wound.
One measly little wound.
Right, but I haven't finished yet. I've got the guy with the bell, the death knell.
Okay.
This guy here. So, how many wounds have they got?
1.
One
Oh,
wound?
how many wounds have they got? Yeah, these are 2.
Oh, what?
So they're accumulating wounds.
That is really annoying. So I've got the
pretty
death
strong.
knell dude, and he's got 3 plus. He has a slightly better chance to hit. And he's only got 1 attack though, which is very annoying. And he doesn't get to re-roll. Yeah, great. What a fantastic thing. So 3 plus 3, that's a hit. He wounds on a 3 plus, and he misses. Oh, that is crap. What happened?
That didn't work out so well.
That's not enough to take on that whole unit, I can tell you right now. Oh, I forgot to do my pile in move, by the way, so I'll just
Okay.
pile in. There you go. So it's Dylan's turn, and it's your Lord Arcanum. We won't mention the fact that you actually attacked my ghost, and went through the whole process, but then of course realised that he has to pile into the closest model. So you've got to pile into the Lord Executioner. You can't pile into these guys, even though they're within 3 inches.
No running away from someone who's closer.
Exactly. My Lord Executioner was saying, hey, what about me? Hey, I'll chop your head off with this axe.
Okay.
All right,
So-
perhaps you'd like to just squash them a little bit closer together, just to see that they're on intimate terms. Just
Just
kissing
get those
there.
claws
Yeah,
into
that
that
claw.
ethereal flesh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Isn't that a great model, that Lord Executioner? It's just beautiful, hovering as it does.
That's superb models.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so first I'll be attacking with the Ether Stave.
Ether Stave.
Range of 2, 4 attacks, 3 plus to hit. That's 3 hits. Now to wound, 3 plus. Well, that's good. 3 wounds.
Oh, can I just say you subtract 1 from your hit roll because I've got staring death in the face.
Well, let's do that.
Excellent. Staring death. So your commander goes up to the guy and just goes, oh my god. I just lift my hood. Hello.
Yes.
Yes, and you stare death in the face. Excellent. That's exactly what he does. Okay, so you got 2 hits.
So I should have just rolled the 2.
Right, okay.
So I'll re-roll those.
Right.
Just to be.
Okay.
That's good.
Oh.
2 wounds.
Yeah, I don't know if I like this system, but anyway.
It was 2 anyway.
2 wounds. Oh, was it? Okay. Yeah. So, 2 wounds. I've got a save of 4 plus. Oh,
That is
no.
good. And it gets better because the
What?
damage that I do is D3.
Oh, look, if you kill me, I'll be very, very annoyed. Do not kill my Lord Executioner. He's got 5 wounds. Oh, that's 4.
No, 5.
What? No, 3 and...
Yes, 3 and 2.
Ah! No. That is really annoying.
That's good. What have you got? What?
I've got 5 wounds.
5 you've done.
I'm done.
Look.
It's really annoying. I really like that model. You just kill him without even doing anything. Okay, it's my turn, and it's going to be the Knight of Shrouds on Ethereal Steed here. He's going to pile in there, so if you could move your wound markers. Yeah.
Gladly.
There he goes. And he's going to get one of these guys.
Mm-hmm.
So he attacks with, first he gets a Sword of Stolen Hours. It's got 4 attacks. Just on horseback. There we go. Ghostly sword. Just, oh, how'd you be? It actually passes through you, and then like a moment later the wound appears. Here we go. Each time a sword wound slays an enemy hero. No, that's not going to happen. So 3 plus to hit. No other modifiers. Unfortunately, my magic user is just out of range. Otherwise, he would have had a useful ability. What did I say? 3+. That is a terrible roll. I can't re-roll anything. Oh, that is crap. I need a 3+ to wound. I'm very discouraged by the loss of my executioner.
Yeah.
Yes, it wounds, and it's got a -1 rend. No, excellent. 1 wound. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Well, that kills your guy, doesn't it?
That is a unit gone, yes.
Yeah.
They have 3 wounds.
Because you have to allocate wounds to already wounded models first. There we go. So you've still got 1 left, which is annoying. Now I do have some ghostly hooves and teeth of my spiritual steed. And it's got a 4+2 attacks. Come on. 4+. 1 hit, and it wounds on a 5+, which is pretty crap. But it hits! And it's got a rend of nothing. So you need 5+. 4+.
Oh.
No! Another wound!
Getting wounded, but they've taken an absolute beating.
They have. I've almost got rid of that troublesome unit.
Well, we're going to move over here, though.
No, this could be ugly.
I think we should be able to deal with this unit. Now let's pile in properly. And Sequel to Prime.
Oh, look at that. Scythes and hammers smashing.
And the Great Maces are the ones that are the long handles. So these are 1, 2. Okay, so 2 with the Great Mace and 2 with a Maul. Oh, that's good.
No.
And then wounding on 3+. That's also
No,
good.
stop rolling so well. It's very annoying.
No rend. They will do 1 damage if you can't save them.
I've got to save 4. There's no modifiers because I'm ethereal. Oh, beautiful. Saved them all. Fantastic.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, let's try again. The Great Mace.
A great mace.
That's the same
Oh,
deal.
great mace.
Great Mace.
Great mace.
Yeah.
Right. We've got 2 attacks as well, right?
2 attacks, 2 units, 2 attacks, 3+ to hit. That's okay. 3+ to wound. Okay.
Whittling them down.
These do 2 damage if they get through.
My
And these
save
have
is
rend
4+.
of oh, rend doesn't matter.
I really do love that unmodified save roll.
Oh! Hang on, what? 4+?
4+.
Just cannot get...
That is most pleasing. So there's a lot of rising and falling of hammers and scythes and death knells there, but no, didn't kill any more. That's good. The Glaive Wraith Stalkers had a go there, but they only caused 1 wound. Not very good. And now we're back over here. And your Knight Incantor, I believe, is moving up to attack my commander.
Yes, he is.
Well, she is.
She is.
Yeah, it's a woman. Yep. Women in a Games Workshop game. Fantastic.
Yay.
Alrighty.
3+ to hit. Oh, I'm rolling quite well here.
Yeah, you
All
are.
my practice is
It's really
really paying off. 3+ to wound.
It's nothing like a practice dice roll that makes all the difference. 2 6s, right, okay.
Yep.
4+.
Okay.
Oh, saved them both.
The saves.
It's the great thing about the Nighthaunts. You just cannot change that 4+ save. It's fantastic. I'm done, so you've got to do that last
Indeed. Well,
guy in there. 5? 1 guy and he's got 5 attacks.
oh yeah, they're pretty strong.
What the hell? He's got 4 and a plus. Oh, he's the leader.
4. As the leader, he has 5.
Wow. Okay, go ahead.
So time to get through some of those save rolls. Right, 3+. Oh. Okay. And 3+ to wound.
Oh dear, 1. And I get a 4+ save.
Oh dear. Well, that's something.
1 wound. Oh, that's the first wound my commander has taken. And that, my friends, is the end of the combat phase. Yeah, the combat phase takes quite a while, especially if, there are so many units that have all piled in and started attacking each other like these are.
End of the combat phase just on your turn. So that's...
Yeah. Now we have to do a battle shock phase. So any unit that actually took damage during the turn has to do a battle shock phase. And the way you do this is you roll a d6 and add the number of models from the unit that have been slain this turn. Add 1 to the unit's bravery characteristic for every 10 models in the unit when the test is taken. If the modified roll is greater than the unit's modified bravery, it's been failed.
Easy.
Easy. So, what have you lost from? You've
Well,
lost it from your Evocators.
Evocators, yes. I've lost 2 units. And their bravery is 8. So
8.
I can't work out if that's good or bad.
Yeah,
so
that's
I'll roll a
bad.
d6.
So you roll d6 and you
unit.
add 2. And if you get
If I get 8 or more, then
greater than 8, well, you can't do that, can you?
So
That's not really a problem.
that's good. That's fine.
Well, so
Sorry.
basically they never...
They would never...
No, they never would. Yeah. Because if I killed 3, they'd all be dead. So I've got my Glaive Wraith Stalkers. They lost 3. Their bravery is 10.
10, so likewise.
We're ghosts. We don't care.
Exactly.
You know, we've just been dead again. Who cares?
Indeed.
And that's the end of my turn. So now it's time for Dylan's turn. And once that's done, it'll be the end of turn 2. So
Okay, ready for my turn. I'm going to cast a little bit of magic this turn.
you're going to cast a little magic.
Yeah. Starting with Lord Arcanum.
You put a spell on me.
The spell I'm going to put on you is Arcane Bolt with Prime Electrodes.
Oh, ow.
Rolls
Oh,
off
Prime
the
Electrodes. Oh, dear. On my on who?
On the ghosts.
On the ghosts.
Yes.
You're determined to get those ghosts, aren't you?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. Casting value of 5, so let's see what we can do.
You
Okay,
failed
that was
miserably.
slightly...
Yeah. Fizzles. How's it go?
Nothing yet.
Yep. What? Can I just say, there's something I love about these chain rasp models. It's the way they're moulded, or sculpted, I should say. They all look like they're flowing when they move. There's this sort of particular movement to them, isn't it? Love that.
Another spell, Night Encounter. She's going to cast Spirit Storm.
That's her over here.
And each enemy unit within 18 inches, which is all of your units,
What?
will suffer a mortal wound.
What?
Ooh, 7.
Oh, just make it.
Easy to unbind, however.
Yes, indeed. And here I am. I just have to get greater than 7.
Yes, it's going to be great.
No,
and it's
no!
not. 1 mortal wound to each.
Oh, you're
unit.
kidding.
Yes.
Oh, that hurts.
Cannot be saved. Mortal wound.
That really, really hurts. That kills one of those.
Oh, that was some good spell casting.
That is outrageous. 1 wound to my right. Oh, that's a good spell. 1 wound to my wizard. And what I got? Even those guys, are they within 18 inches? Surely not.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Damn it. Oh, that kills another guy. Oh no. Oh, remember when you're taking wounds, put the wounds that you took this turn down on the card because you don't want to get them mixed up with older ones because
For the battle shock phase.
for the battle shock phase.
Indeed.
Because battle shock you count only ones that died that turn. Yes. So that's important. So that one goes there. And 1 wound to my ghost, so that kills 1 ghost. And even my spirit torment 1 wound. Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That is devastating.
that was. Now I've got 1 more spell to cast.
What the?
The Evocator, the remaining Evocator.
Jeez.
A friendly unit less than 8 inches can reroll wound rolls if I cast this successfully.
Movement,
Movement.
if you can.
There's not going to be a lot of movement. Everyone's
No.
pretty well
Are you within
engaged.
3 inches of those ghosts? Because if you are,
Yes.
you can retreat.
Yes, I'm within. That's about 2 inches. So I
If
could.
you wish, you can retreat.
No, I don't think so.
No.
No.
If you do a retreat move, you
although-
cannot shoot or charge that turn. You can't charge if you're within 3 inches of an enemy unit.
Well, I might move, but I will just move.
Oh, sorry, I'm just showing the folks at home this lovely terrain over here. Whoops. Nice, isn't it? Sorry, what were you saying?
Oh, nothing.
Nothing.
Just should have taken a few ghosts off.
You can't shoot within...
Friendly units,
Oh, no, a unit can shoot when it's within 3 inches of
shooting.
the enemy.
Absolutely, I have shooting.
So
I've got this.
Oh, yes. Oh, dear. Yeah, you can shoot an enemy
And-
unit within 3 inches of another friendly unit without penalty. Ugh, which is just ridiculous.
This is on 5+. Oh, yes.
Oh, dear.
So, now each one of those does D6 hits.
What? D6 hits?
Oh.
Oh, God.
Chained lightning.
Oh, ouch.
So I'll actually roll
Yep.
both of those for 7
7
nice
hits.
average number of hits.
Oh.
Yeah.
Lordy.
Now to wound, of course.
Yep.
3+. So 7. Let's get some 3 pluses. Oh, well,
That's all right.
yeah, that's not bad.
So I get to save. It's the old 4 plus as usual. Come on. Ooh, 2 hits. That gives me another 2. So yeah, I've got 2 left.
Now the castigators over here can also shoot.
I can, but only if that unit that's engaged with them.
Yes.
My Glaive Wraith Stalkers are doomed.
I think so.
They really haven't done anything effective the whole game.
Safe to say. 3 plus. Oh, that's 4 hits.
Oh, help me,
And
mummy.
wounds. Ooh, 2 wounds. Well, that would be enough.
Save 4 plus. 1 wound. That's enough to do
That's
it.
enough to do it.
Well, that is outrageous. The Glaive Wraith Stalkers did not do their job of holding that side of the board. Now you're going to turn around and join in. Oh,
And that's just the end of the shooting phase.
yeah, this is not going well at all.
Okay, charging. No charging required.
No jacket required. Okay, start of the combat phase, and Dylan is going to do something unusual. His Lord Arcanum is going to shatter his spirit flasks. He's just going to throw them down to the ground in a fit of pique. Oh, sorry, I missed that. Do it again. Oh, yep. Oh. And you can shatter 1 to 3 of them. The thing is, it affects everyone within 3 inches, including Lord Arcanum himself.
Actually, will it include your hero? Not quite. Well,
No.
that's very unfortunate,
is
but
unfortunate.
it will attack mine. So therefore, I'll only be doing 1 because if I did 2, then that unit would not get a chance to attack.
Okay, do you have to roll for this, or it just happens?
No, it just happens.
Right, okay.
Although I do have to... So I choose how many flasks to shatter. That'll be 1.
Yep.
And then because your unit has 10 or more models, I do D3 mortal wounds to yours and just 1 to mine.
Just 1 to yourself. You can only do this once per game, by the way. So how many?
Oh, good!
Damn it.
3 units.
Okay, let's take 3 off the back.
Oh, that was worthwhile.
Oh,
Okay,
dear.
so that was the start of the combat phase,
Yep.
but
I'm also using my start of combat phase for him and allocating another 1 attack to their attack characteristic.
and now I'm going to
That cost me a command point, by the way. It's a command ability. And I've already spent that. It's actually, I'm starting to be enamoured of your system here. Dylan came up with this ingenious system where he organised all the abilities of his army by phase. So he actually just looks at this chart and
So I go, I'm in the combat phase. Therefore, I can look at what Lord Arcanum can do now. Or the Knight Encounter, or the Secretors.
I'm actually thinking it's not a bad idea at all. I was a bit cynical at first, I must admit, but now that I'm sort of casting my mind over all of these sheets and trying to remember what's where, it's not a bad idea. There we
Having
go.
said that, it still takes a long time to figure out what I'm going to do.
It does. The new guys bring some fresh blood into the proceedings. I've got a new way of doing things.
Yes, the Evocator.
Oh yes, because he's only got
Because
1 wound left.
He's,
So
he's
it's
about to go.
courageous
So
last
get
blow.
one final swing in at your hero,
Alrighty.
and that will be...
This is the stuff of epic legends, isn't it?
It is
The last guy in the unit desperately trying to fight off the...
just about to be overrun by a ghostly swarm.
It's beautiful.
So we'll swipe out the 4 dice. Swipe out with
Oh dear.
3 plus. That's
Not that epic.
That's, yeah. Those wounds
One
really
hit.
are taking their toll.
He's weak.
So
Weak, very weak.
wound-
Oh,
a little
no.
too weak. A little too weak.
Oh dear,
Yeah,
oh
it
dear.
was-
That was a little bit more effective. With my scythes, I polished off 2 figures. I did 3 wounds, so that kills the wounded guy and kills another one. Sliced julienne, I should say. And now, now it's time for the guy with the bell, for whom the bell tolls. Here it is, and that's the name of his ability, actually. Ah, what? Gah!
The bell tolleth. For no one.
It tolleth for nothing. I'm not very impressed, but I suppose it's keeping that unit busy, which is something.
I'm quite determined to get rid of some of those ghosts, so I think this time.
You've got it in
now
for the
that I
ghosts.
can. Absolutely.
Right.
Far too strong. So Lord Arcanum
Lord Arcanum piles in.
charges in with the Ether Stave. 4 attacks. And this does D3 damage for whatever I get through, so this could be good. 3 plus to hit.
Oh, it's a pretty crap roll.
Pretty average. So that's only 1 wound.
1 wound, and I get a save, which is 4 plus as per usual. Come on. And I don't make it, so that does D3 hits, D3 damage.
It counts!
Yeah.
2!
So that's 2. Killed 2 ghosts. They're peeling off.
But wait, there's more.
Look how many ghosts you've killed this turn.
Claws. Oh, there's 1.
Yep.
Excellent.
Sorry, showing off my terrain again.
Showing off the terrain. 1 mortal wound. So
don't forget a 6.
1 ghost is gone.
1 ghost is gone.
And 1 hit, which is now a 3 plus to wound.
Yes, and I'll save. No, I don't, because another ghost.
Look, that was effective.
This is not good. Look, what is going on? My ghosts are just falling like 9 pins.
Time for the response.
Yes, it is time for the response. I've got this stupid guy's only got 1 wound, but he's going to soak up a whole lot of stuff going on.
Yes. This is where it's all happening.
Right, so the knight is going to go for your magic user.
Okay.
Because you've attacked with her. No, you haven't attacked with her.
No, not yet.
Right, so she's toast. Here we go. Knight of Shrouds. He has got 4 attacks with his Sword of Stolen Hours. Right. Which ages you when you're hit. Melting like the guy at Indiana Jones. Here we go. 3 plus to hit. That's 3. I could do some re-rolls or something.
Pretty good rolls going on there.
And to wound 3 plus. Oh, look at that. 3 6s.
Definitive.
Beautiful. It's got a -1 on your save.
Okay.
Come on, 3 wounds. That's what we want to see.
Okay, I have 3 plus to save. Also 3 plus.
No, 4 plus because it's -1.
Oh, yes. Yes, that's right, of course.
If you don't make it, you do make 1, so you take 2 wounds.
So good.
I guess she's going to fight back, is she?
I think so. I think that would be wise, especially since she had the Empower spell cast from the Doctor. So that's what I was using that to denote.
Alright.
So that means reroll failed wound rolls. 3 plus to hit. That's good, because I'm going to get to reroll failed wound rolls. So 3 plus to wound.
Yep.
Oh, and I need to.
Oh, look at that! It's not good.
Look at
4
that.
plus save.
This is D3 damage, I must.
Oh, you're not serious.
Yeah, I'm very serious.
It's D3 damage business. It's outrageous.
Yep, pretty solid melee attack here.
4 plus save, as always.
Oh!
Yeah, baby. Yeah, that is so good. That is excellent. Yay.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit.
They're going to pile onto him, him, and him, and this one is closer to this one, so it'd be there. This one is closer to him.
Yeah.
He's right in the middle.
Right.
Well. Okay, we'll go against your evocative first. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, sorry. 15 dice. Oh, these guys are amazing.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
2, 4,
15.
6.
I think it's safe to say
10,
that'll probably be
12,
enough to do 1 wound.
Bloody hope so. Here we go. Yeah, if you get the horde next to the knight, I mean, 3 attacks. It's amazing.
Yep.
4 plus to wound is 4 plus, and I can reroll 1s.
God.
That's 2, 4, 5, and no rend modifier. So goodbye.
Ooh,
close.
Close. Nearly.
He's
It's going to have
gone.
to be all of them.
Oh,
so.
I finally wiped out an entire unit. A unit of only 3 models, I might add, but still. And then the other guys are here, and we've got, let's say he's within an inch.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again against your 4 plus. Oh, that's not too good at all.
I like
That's pretty crap, actually. And to wound, 4 plus, reroll 1s.
2s and 3s, perfect.
2 hits, that's terrible. Alright, And your save?
Is 4+. Oh!
No, one measly hit.
You can have that.
I've finished, haven't I? I've done everything. Right.
Yeah. Can only partly move closer. That one can get closer, but they're only 1 inch and the bases are wider than that. So
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Now that does make a difference. Which weapon? Again, it's 2 of each.
Okay.
So 2 with the... Let's see, we've lost 2 units. 2 with the maul, 2 with the great mace. We'll start with the maul. 2 attacks it on 3+. That's 2 hits. Wounds 3+. 2 wounds.
Grr.
2 damage.
Hard.
2.
4+. No, that's 1, but that's all I need because these guys have only got 1 wound, which is just ridiculous.
1 goes. 3+. And to wound 3+.
Just about everything's 3+ or 4+, isn't it, in this game?
Yeah, it's 50-50 or 2/3, 1/3.
Saves. 4+. Oh, I done 6 again. Beautiful.
Your saves are truly saving you.
Yep. Okay, it's time for turn 3, and things aren't going well for the Nighthaunts. He's certainly killing a lot more of mine as opposed to how many I'm killing of his. So, yeah, I'm feeling a bit hard done by here. The Stormcast Eternals are pretty hard to take down, mostly because they have so many wounds. I mean, even your basic guys have got 2 wounds, don't they? Which is kind of frustrating. And you've also took out my Lord Executioner. He didn't do a thing. And my entire unit of Glaive Wraith things. So, not too good at this point, and the Ghosts are losing a lot of models as well.
They are dwindling.
So I really got to pull out the stops this turn. We're going to roll off to see who goes first. I get a 3.
Get a...
Oh, damn it, it's
Excellent.
him. Okay, what do you got?
Alright, hero phase. I'm going to cast some more spells and hope that they're as effective as they were last time.
Oh yes, that horrible spell.
Especially the Night Encounter and her superb Spirit Storm spell.
Yeah, that sucks.
So
Well, this is called Spirit Storm, and we are spirits, so yeah.
that's true. Quite the storm. Casting value of 7. Let's see. Oh, again, just makes it.
Just makes it. So
Can you
I'm
unbind
obviously
it?
going to unbind that, so I need more than 7. Come on. Oh,
Immediately asks a question of us. Is it more? Or
yeah, I'll just look here.
if it beats the casting roll, yes, you have to beat it.
Beats!
Ha-ha.
Oh, that is outrageous.
1 mortal wound to each unit within 18.
Oh, no! So, Dylan, you've used your command ability, haven't you, and increased the firepower of your unit of castigators over here,
That are within...
which I had no success in hurting at all. I only did 1 wound to them. So now they're going to fire, and they're going to fire at my Spirit Torment, which has only got 1 wound left because of his successful spell, which did another mortal wound to all of my units in range. He's taken 4 wounds, and he hasn't even been in a battle yet. Oh yes, he got shot by a ballista as well. So, fire.
Fire away.
I think he's doomed.
On a 3+. That's 3 hits.
Okay.
And wounding on 3+. 3 wounds.
No, dear, it's a 4 save.
Oh,
No,
dear.
he is gone. Oh dear, oh dear. I think it's just almost all over Red Rover for the Nighthaunts.
So,
any more firing? Oh yes,
yes.
the ballista, of course.
of course, the ballista can...
Why do I keep calling it a ballista? That's ridiculous. I know what a ballista is.
Ballista firing across here.
Oh no, my magic geezer.
Yes.
He's sitting out here like a shag on a rock.
Yep. So that means the rapid fire option's available, which I'll use.
Oh no, not the rapid fire again.
4 attacks.
dear.
It is 5.
Imagine looking at him out there in the
plus
middle
to
of
hit.
wasteland. This thing's going.
Oh,
Oh, bad roll. Good.
however,
What do you need?
5+. So,
You need 5+ to hit.
yeah.
Oh, that's pretty crap.
So, no charging. That means...
Combat phase. Right, so your Lord Arcanum attacked my ghosts and killed 3 of them.
Indeed.
And now our heroes haven't got into blows, have they?
That's right, they're separated by ghosts.
You can just sit and go, you bastard. They just can't get to each other because there's this press of ghosts between them, ethereal ghosts that they can't get through. So my knight is going to attack your wizard. Here we go, she's got 2 wounds left, so I'm hoping to take her out. That'd be a good boost for my morale. I need a 3+ to hit. And also, if I take out the hero, I heal a wound.
Do with that.
But it's not a very good roll. It's only 2. And now I need a 3+ to wound. Come on. Yes. 2. It's a -1 rend.
Ooh, okay.
And I made a mistake last time. I've just realised it's got damage of 2, not 1. Oh dear. That's a crucial mistake. Anyway, go on.
The inevitable mistakes. Okay.
Yep.
4+.
Oh!
Oh, desperation is sinking deeply in.
Dylan's wizard just took out my Knight of Shrouds. Only 1 hit got through, but that 1 hit did 3 wounds. Which is doubly frustrating because I probably killed the knight encounter last turn if I'd remembered to do 2 damage with my sword instead of 1. So, mistakes, you make the mistakes, you just got to pay the price. Well, after Dylan's knight encounter took out my commander, we had a little chat and I decided to concede. I think I'm at an unwinnable place, and it's just pointless to go on if you feel like it's all over, because it'll just be mopping up and, there's no fun. It's just rolling lots of dice. So as you can see, I've only got my magic user, 1 guy over here, and a few ghosts. And Dylan is pretty strong, really. He's got lots of figures left. So I'm going to call it. And we are going to give this game to Dylan. Well done, sir. Your first battle report. Nice work. Well played. You did very well.
Thank you. Very gracious in defeat. It was a pretty tough call, I think, from your side. My units did seem to be really strong.
Well, actually, I do have a theory about that, and not, of course, taking anything away from Dylan's excellent gamemanship, but we've had 2 games now, and I think we both agree that the Nighthaunts in the starter set are a little bit weaker than the Stormcast Eternals.
Yep.
And in fact, I did read somewhere online that if you add up the points values, they come under the Stormcast Eternals by 200 or something like that. So I think if you throw in another unit from somewhere for the Nighthaunts, it might balance it up a little bit. But at the moment, especially with all your 2 wound guys, it does seem a little bit unbalanced.
Yes, I definitely don't feel like there was some superb strategy that I employed that made me win the day. It was...
Well, you weren't rolling very well.
Yeah.
That's true, but yeah, just wasn't getting much damage in there. These guys were absolutely hopeless around here. I think probably I charged in a bit too fast too. I should have held back a bit, and instead of... Because really, we just had 1 turn when suddenly all the combats were on, and I think that was perhaps rushed from my side a little bit.
Perhaps.
I don't know, but you played well. You placed the ballista in a very good position. Our knights didn't, our commanders didn't get to meet. A bit of a scrum in the middle there, and really I was surrounded on all sides, so I didn't play well here. I brought everything into the centre and allowed your 2 flanks to close in and surround everything that was going on there. So that was bad play on my part.
I certainly focused on getting rid of those ghosts. Last time we played, they were very effective at destroying the castigator units. So that's really the only strategy I had, actually.
You did concentrate on the ghosts a lot, I could see that. And also, I think we made a mistake the first game we played in that we allowed the entire ghost unit to attack. And of course, you only attack with those units that are within their weapon range.
1-inch range.
Yeah, so, but even then I lost. Oh, there you go. Never mind. So, next game, I think I'll just throw in a couple more units. Actually, what we'll do, we'll add up the points values and we'll see how balanced they are for points and see if that makes a difference to the overall game. But in general, what do you think of Warhammer Age of Sigmar? You're a first-time player. I mean,
That's right. Yeah. So we've only played that 1 game before. I like it. I do find that there's a lot to remember, of course, with all of the abilities and constantly going through cards and jumping back. the dice rolling and getting in amongst it, I don't mind. I enjoy dice rolling in games. I think it adds a good amount of excitement and luck as you're rolling for what can be quite swingy moves, but as long as it's a game that's long enough, they tend to balance out quite nicely.
Yep.
So that aspect of it I like. I guess I'd say there's other miniatures games that this is made to be a skirmish game. Obviously, I probably tend to prefer the scenario-based miniatures games that we've played, like Conan, where you've got a little more story going on.
Yep. Well, you actually can. I mean, there's a type of play for this called narrative play, where you can set up scenarios which have stories in them. But I mean, they're still battles. They're not individual figures doing heroic things or trying to achieve goals. But yeah, this is a sort of straight up pitch battle. There's no real story going on here.
And to talk about this game, this game itself, the miniatures are great, and that is a feature of playing this kind of game. I do enjoy having figures that really look the part, and like you say, the ghosts that very much look like they're swarming in around you as they move across the table.
Yep.
So the figures themselves are superb.
They are superb. I mean, no one makes figures like Games Workshop. We can't deny them that. That's certainly true. No one charges for them like Games Workshop either, but they are beautiful figures. The game itself, I mean, I've played a lot of tabletop miniatures games, and I find this a simple game, not so much in terms of remembering all the special abilities, because that's something you've got to do for every game. But the game system itself is quite simple, and I do feel sometimes that I'm always rolling a fistful of dice to get 4+. That doesn't seem to vary too much. It's kind of a 50-50 chance either way. And I do get a bit tired of the whole hit, wound, save process and everything. But it's still fun. I mean, and rolling lots of dice is fun. It's just that if I was looking for something a bit more strategic and a bit more crunchy, I'd play other games. But if I just felt like a good tabletop bash, I'd definitely bring this one out. And let's face it, you're quite right. The figures just suck you in, because I do want to get more units for this game. Yeah. And I do want to add to these armies and see how they play. And the good thing about all these tabletop miniatures games is after a few games, you look at the figure and you just know what the special abilities are. It gets stuck in your brain pretty quickly. Yeah, and I can see how you would. It lends itself to some, generally people that buy this, I guess you're going to be someone that wants to play it a bit. 62 hours of painting? So yes.
It's a bit of an investment of...
Yeah, we are playing this more, you realise that we have to. I have to make back that painting time.
Payback time required.
Absolutely, not to mention all the terrain and all the rest of it as well. My God, the money and time that has been sunk into this stuff is unbelievable. But then again, we do get many, many hours of enjoyment out of it. And it's excellent to play a game with someone over the table and have a good sociable time and roll some dice and kill some things. Yeah, and the upshot, I think, was that it's good fun. It's great fun. A good, enjoyable time on something that's got really nice aesthetics and feels like it's, time well spent and enjoyable. Time well spent. Well, that's it, folks. Thank you very much, and I hope you've enjoyed Age of Sigmar month, and I hope you've learnt something about painting figures and building them from those tutorial videos. Also, there'll be an Age of Sigmar, or it may be already up, an Age of Sigmar rules summary of just the core rules on the Esoteric Order of Gamers, which is, of course, at orderofgamers.com. We're also on Facebook, on Twitter, on Google+, on Instagram. There's forums on the website, there's commenting on the website. There are heaps of ways to contact me, so please do get in touch and tell me what you thought of this game and, in fact, all the stuff that came out this month. And, of course, should you choose to support my endeavours, there is a Patreon page at patreon.com/esotericorder. Thanks very much. Thanks very much, Dylan, for playing.
Thank you.
Yeah, there he is. And we'll see you next time. Thanks very much for watching.
Bye-bye.
Bye.